What's up, guys? I hope you are all fine. Today, I wanted to talk about football academies in Europe. This is a topic that I have been wanting to speak to you about for a while. So let us shift gear from Kenyan football and let us talk about European football academies. This is a good topic. Now, number one, I want to speak about the budget. How much money do these academies spend? Yeah? Pesa ngapi hizi academies inatumia? Now, kulingana na vile nimeona ile academy inatumia pesa nyingi zaidi, inatumia 1 billion Kenya shilling, lakini sitaitaja jina because I have agreed with the club that I'm not going to mention their names here. So at the highest end, the budget is 1 billion Kenya shilling per year. That club is in Spain, but I'm not going to say the name of it. Now, the average budget seem to be 300 to 500 million Kenya shilling. Hapo ndio average. 300 to 500 million Kenya shillings is the average. Now, at the lowest end, it seemed to be 75 million Kenya shilling. Kuna virabu kadhaa viko Scotland and others ziko upande wa Scandinavia, uko upande wa Sweden, uko Finland, zinatumia 75 million Kenya shilling per year. So that's now the budget. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about is the number of players in these football academies. Yeah, the professional clubs, football academies. That is the topic that we are talking about now. The number of players, the lowest, the club with the least player it seemed to be 190 players across the age, from the age of 9 up to under 18 huko. Yeah, and then the highest number seemed to be 360 players is the biggest number that I have seen, and the lowest that I have seen is 190 players across the age, from the age of 9 to the age of 18. Now, number 3, I want to talk about item number 3 is about the number of pitches that each academy has. I have seen an academy with 3 pitches. I have seen another academy with 4 pitches, and I have seen another academy with 7 pitches. But I have seen many academies, and I compared the number of pitches, and it seemed to be 4 is the average, 4 pitches per academy. The top end, they were 7 pitches. The lower end, 3 pitches. In fact, I only found one academy with 3 pitches. So the average is 4 pitches per academy. So that these pitches are used by the players across the age, from the age of 9 to the age of 18. Again, the younger age, that is 9 up to the age of 12, they play 7v7. 7v7, that is the younger age, and then from the age of 12 and above, they play 11-a-side format. So remember, is 7-a-side format for the age between the age of 9 and 12, and then past the age of 12, now all the way to the age of 18, they play 11-a-side format. Yeah. Now, the number of coaches, again, at the lowest end, the club with the least coaches had 20 coaches for the academy, and the club with the most coaches had 30 coaches for the academy ages. Okay, so 20 coaches at the lower end and 30 coaches at the top end. Now, the number of scouts, again, it depends with the club, but the 10 seem to be the average number of scouts that are involved in scouting players for the academy. That's across the age and across the country, because you know, they scout across the country. Whichever country it is, England, if it's England, the scout, they are all over the place in the country. So 10 is a good number, but I have even seen other academies or other clubs with over 20 scouts. Now, some clubs, they have scouts outside the country, but mainly some clubs they just scout these ages, within the country, and also sometimes they rely on information from other scouts. Yeah, because sometimes a player might suit a certain club and not another club. So some scouts the same as football agents here in Europe. They share information. It is not a secret who you scout or where. They share information, and if a scout sees a good player or a football agent comes across a good player who he think is good but is not but does not suit the club or the type of player that I'm looking for, they can always talk to another scout to make sure that player has been scouted and goes into a club. Now, training sessions, yeah, is another area that I wanted to share with you. Now, the training sessions matters a lot with the club, but the average again seem to be 4 training sessions a week. I have seen 5 sessions a week, but 4 is the average. So each team training 4 times a week. And that is definitely the average, that's for sure. Another thing I wanted to speak about is the philosophy. Each club has its own playing philosophy and a playing style. Yeah, so the playing philosophy is very important, and that now brings about the playing style, how you want your academy to play, how you want your first team to play. Yes, it has a little bit of difference from the academy to the senior team, but it is more or less the same. For example, like you know, the famous Arsenal way. Arsenal way started all the way back in 1925, and it still exists today. The Arsenal way of playing, lot of passes, playing with a lot of creativity, all that kind of thing. Now you know also Tottenham, they have the Tottenham way of playing, which is just pass and move, passing quickly and moving ahead. So building the play toward the final third, where you go and score the goal. Because at the end of the day, no matter how you play, the final product is which we call finishing. That is the final product. Whatever you are doing, as long as you are playing, the final product is that goal up there. So that's that's what I'm talking about. The Tottenham way is pass and move, pass and move. When you pass, don't stand there. Move forward to go into another new place where you can get a pass. So that is the Tottenham way. So the club philosophy is a very important part of a football club. Yeah. Now, I want to mention one thing, that in Kenya, professional clubs don't have academies. And one of the reasons why I decided to share this information is so that Kenyan clubs can realize that they miss a lot by not having the academy system. And this is one thing we must be, we must be serious about, and we must build the academy systems in Kenya for every single professional club. Yeah, you know, Benfica is a club in Portugal. In 2018, they sold players. Think about this, yeah, sikiza. Waliuza wachezaji, yeah, and the amount of money Benfica received just from selling academy players in 2018 was 23 billion Kenya shillings. You know Ronaldo Sanchez, you know Bernardo Silva in Man City, or from there, that Benfica academy. So if Benfica can do that, why is not Gor Mahia? Why can't AFC Leopard do that? Sofapaka. So we can do this. We build academy systems so that we can nurture young players to play for our teams in Kenya, and also so that we are able to sell these players elsewhere to generate good money for our professional clubs in Kenya. This is an area we can no longer ignore, developing our own players through our own Kenyan football academies. My fellow Kenyans, have a good day. I hope I have shared valuable information with you, and let us continue pushing for the betterment of our football in Kenya. That is the ultimate goal. That is the final goal, that we want to change Kenyan football through Vision Total Football Kenya. And I know it is going to happen. Like-minded people, let us gather together and do what is right for our Kenyan football. I leave you in peace. I'm gone.